been like for you being back out here?
Oh, it's been phenomenal. After taking a year away from the game, it kind of really humbles you and brings out that hunger in you and you miss the game. For me, the game's been such a big part of my life that to be out here at such a great program, it's really a phenomenal experience, and I can't wait to get the season started.
What kind of triggered your getting back into football after medically retiring?
Oh well, after I medically retired, I lost a little bit of weight. I was weighing about 320, and that for a knee problem that's pretty heavy. So I lost a little bit of weight, felt good, had no problems with the knee, and then I wanted to get back in it, and I ended up opening up my recruiting process and landed a great school at UCLA.
Was Coach Foster part of that link there?
Oh yeah.
You had been with him.
Yeah.
At Texas Tech.
Yeah. So Coach Foster was my running backs coach back in 2016. So he's kind of seen how I played and how I contribute to a team. So whenever I opened up that recruiting process, I reached out to him, and we kind of just got that ball rolling. And then I talked to Coach Fry, and we're here now.
Was it one injury to the knee? Was it a couple? What made you go medically retired?
Well, so my first year starting was my redshirt freshman year, and I tore my ACL against Baylor, and then rehabbed that, did great. Came back the next year, played 10 games, and then re-injured it against UT. So after that second injury, my doctor had told me, he goes, if you don't plan on making football a career, you should retire. And so at the time, I had one injury after another, so I thought I was done with football. But after being out the game and then seeing how my knee kind of reacted to the kind of strain of football, it really brought me back.
What have the doctors here said about you?
I'm all good.
Yeah.
We've got the green light from every doctor I've seen, and we're really happy with how the knee's holding up, especially through the pounding of fall camp and going day in and day out. So it's the doctors green lighted me, and we're ready to go.
What was attractive about the UCLA program? Like Chip Kelly, what was it about it?
Yeah, so obviously growing up, you watch Chip Kelly and you see what kind of offense he brings and what kind of dynamics. So I ran a fast tempo offense over at Texas Tech. So I thought it was going to be a great transition, and I could really see a spot out here for me. And with Coach Fry being such a great coach and being so technically sound, I feel like that raised my talent level to hopefully go on to the next level.
You mentioned losing weight. How much did you lose, and how did that process kind of unfold?
Well, actually, I lost weight just on a doctor's recommendation, and I went from 320 down to about 280, and then now I'm sitting back around 290, and it feels great.
Can you talk about the process of getting to know new players? Everyone we've talked to said you've made a great improvement to the room.
Right. Well, so just getting to know the players is I kind of came in knowing that I was going to be the older guy in this group, and they kind of expected that kind of leadership, and I've been around the game for a while, so I thought I had a lot to bring, and I've tried to connect with each and every player here and just kind of get to know their story, and hopefully they could get to know mine, just so, because I have been away from the game, and I think like me sharing my story with them really kind of might tell them like, hey, this is all you got, and you got to kind of, there's a time limit to it. So just connecting with them on that level, and just getting out there and building chemistry on the offensive line has been really great.
How's the offensive line coming along?
It's going good. We've kind of mixed and matched. Our coach has really kind of harped on versatility, which especially at the next level is fantastic. So we've kind of been switching in and out, and it's really, we're kind of melding as a group, I think, as fall camp starts to wrap up.
Did you say you've been slotting in more tackle or guard?
So right now I've been kind of obviously flipping both, but kind of staying in at guard, and me and Jake Burton on that right side, and we're kind of building chemistry at that position. I think we have potential to be really good over there.
During your year off, what did you do, really? If you weren't playing football, what were you doing?
Oh, well, actually, so after I medically retired, I ended up getting my real estate license, and while I was going to school. So I started selling real estate over in Lubbock, Texas, and kind of just trying to figure out what I wanted to do in the future. So I got that, still stayed in the gyms. I mean, working out has been such a big part of my life. I stayed in the gym, stayed lean, stayed active, and and then after I decided to come back, I mean, obviously football and being a real estate agent would have been tough, so I'm putting real estate off till the football career is over.
What were you selling, like $1 million house? houses?
No. Out there in Lubbock, the price per square foot is a lot less than it is out here. So I mean, I sold $200,000 house, and just it was only a couple of houses, so it wasn't too much. But it was definitely a great way to kind of stay active and transition to a business look.
Did you like that line of work?
Yeah, obviously being a real estate agent, you make your own hours, but so it's kind of like football. You're going to get out what you get in.
Right.
I mean, yeah, what you put in. So you just put in the work and kind of see where it takes you.
And what grad program are you in? Education grad program?
Yeah.
And how's that mix into what you want to do? Real estate.
It's a little bit different. I got so I have two majors from Texas Tech, business management and business marketing. So whenever they told me that, like, hey, we can put you in this kind of education class, I saw it more as a way to fit into a leadership kind of role and try to educate my employees in the future and just kind of figure out how to get them working to a level that I expect.
Could you maybe see real estate in California now? Was that maybe something that
So
compelled you?
Yeah, so that definitely compelled me. Obviously, the commissions out here are a lot higher. So having just the network and connections out here, I saw in the future, if the NFL doesn't work out, being really valuable for me. And so building a connection not only here but also in Texas, I think it kind of widened my versatility of like where I can sell real estate and just networking. And like everyone knows that networking is such a great thing for your business career and just your life in general.
Guys were saying you put guys on the ground the first day out here. Were you like super hungry to get back to football when you got back out here?
Oh, there's no doubt. Spending a year plus out really kind of builds that hunger, and I had a reputation over at Tech for being tough, but it's not necessarily toughness for me. It's more like effort. So over in our offensive line room, Coach Fry tells us to finish, and finishing is going to the whistle, and if you end up taking your guy to the ground, I mean, you won. So
how's it going to feel to be out there in the Rose Bowl field after you've been sitting out now for how long?
Oh,
pretty long.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
Long time. Yeah, the Rose Bowl is going to be phenomenal. I've just heard stories of it, of how the fans get in how historic that kind of stadium is. So being able to go to that kind of historic stadium and play on the big screen and play in front of 90,000 people, it's going to be a phenomenal experience.
How are you mixing with all the California boys on this team?
Oh, it's not anything too different from Texas Tech. Obviously, in the locker room, you got a whole bunch of personalities, and you kind of bring those personalities to do one goal. So, I mean, they're no different. You make friends. You have some tussles, and
They joke you about being from Texas?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they like to get on me about the accent. I don't hear it. Maybe y'all do, but I mean, so they like to poke at that.
Isn't So from Texas?
He's from Dallas. Actually, we have a couple mutual friends. So coming out here, him obviously being a running back, we're gonna have that kind of connection, and both being from Texas, we kind of know we just have that connection on that level.
Rush hour's a little different here than that.
Yes, traffic. So my first day out here, I drove. I said 6 miles on my deal, and 6 miles in Lubbock took 6 minutes. I mean, it took me an hour and a half to go 6 miles, and it's really a shock to you, but it's something to get used to, and it just gives you a reason to pick time so when you drive.
How do you like the weather?
Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I still have a bunch of friends up in Texas Tech, and we were just sitting they're like, man, it was 106 today when we were practicing. I was like, you don't want to know what it was out here. 73 is a good temperature compared to the 106, and yeah, the weather's been phenomenal. I don't think it's rained since I've been here. So
It probably won't.
yeah. So it's a good thing because out at Lubbock we didn't have it indoor, so we missed a couple practices due to heavy rains, and that's kind of why out here where the weather's the same, it really kind of gives you an advantage in that.
Tex-Mex or California?
I still gotta go with Tex-Mex. Nice fajitas are really good, and can't stray away from that too much.
Queso?
Yeah. Ooh.